Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here and welcome to another video. And now we're taking a look at the second mission in Metal Gear Solid, the board game. This is another one that's only for Snake. So this immediately follows on in the Shadow Moses campaign from where that previous one I did the other day left off after I went up in the lift. So now I'm in the heliport. And one thing anyone who's familiar with the 1998 video game will know is that in the original video game there were some searchlights in this. Sadly, those did not make it into this version. I don't know whether they have had a nightmare trying to include them or whether it was just easier in general to leave them out. Unfortunately, try as I might, I can't fit the whole thing into frame, so there's actually a little bit more of an overspill of things going on. So some guard movements might be off screen for some of it, and I do apologise for that. But the mission in this one is one thing I've got to do is collect item A, and I have an optional item B which I can collect, and then I've got to get to one of the two exits, one here or here. And another obstacle I've got to worry about that wasn't in the previous little mission that I did are the 3 security cameras here, here, and here. And that's where this security camera, the marker, comes into play. This shows that all security cameras are currently pointing in the green direction. As mentioned in the main video, the cameras have a green side and an orange side, and that determines which way they're pointing. So everything's all set up for the game, so let's just get on with it. So Snake is going to dash, 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 dash. So that's, but as mentioned in the previous video, dash is a noisy action. So because I've done 4 dashes, I have to roll 4 white dice for a noise check. None of them are an exclamation mark, so I didn't make any noise, so none of the guards in the area heard me. So now that I've had all 4 of my actions, it's the first guard order card. And top one doesn't apply because, as you can see, the guards are not within 2 spaces of me. In fact, they're nowhere near me. The cameras don't change. This time I do have to take note of that. And all the guards are currently on patrol, moving 3 and prioritising left whenever they got a choice of moving left or right. Here's the guard priority token, again starting in the top left corner and zigzagging in reading order. So 1, 2, 3. This one's the next one. 1, 2, 3. Could turn right or left, but the card says left, so turns that way. This one next. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Currently facing a wall, so it has to change, and that's the only direction there. So that's all of the guards in the area moved. So back to Snake's turn now. So I take back my action tokens. I think I'm going to go for the item B. This time I'm just going to do 4 sneaks. 1, 2, 3, 4. No need to do a noise check because sneaks aren't noisy. So next guard order card. Radio in. Now up here it says guard count 5. There are only 4 guards, so I've got to spawn in a 5th guard on the radio symbol in the barracks, which is right here. So I've now got a 5th guard to contend with. I've just spawned it there. Sorry that it's off the screen, but what can you do? And this time I do have to change the cameras, so they're now pointing, all 3 of them are now pointing in their orange direction. And this time 4 and a left. This one first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and they have to turn around, and again because that's a red line, 4. This one next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't turn left because there's a red line here, and the only new path is this way. This one's next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Got a choice of left or right here, but the card clearly says left, so 1, 2. So now it's back to Snake's turn. And in order to get item B, there's no way of avoiding it. I'm going to have to get seen by that camera. So for the first time in one of these videos, you will see Snake get an alert. But because of where the letter B is positioned in relation to that camera, there's nothing I can do about that. It's impossible to get it without being seen. So dash, because I'm now, the camera's pointing left and I'm now on the left side of it, and there's no obstacles in the way. I have now been seen by that camera, so my alert goes underneath. Dash. So I've picked up item B. So just put it on my dashboard there as a reminder. Dash. And sneak. Now the alert token doesn't move because I'm no longer in line of sight of the camera and there are no other things in the area that can see me. So this time the alert token stays put. It only followed me for the previous few goes because that camera was still in sight of me. But I still have to do a noise check because I still did 3 noisy actions because I did 3 dashes. No exclamation marks, so that alert token stays exactly where it is. So guard order card now, and all of these guards in the area are going to take the most direct route with the fewest turns to try and get to me. Here's the next one. No dead bodies. Cameras switch, which unfortunately means the camera is now pointing green, so the alert token, so green's now pointing directly at me, so now the alert token does go under me. And because my alert token is now on the board, we ignore all this, and all the guards are going to move 6 towards me for them. So it'd be the most direct route with the fewest turns. Well, this is dead end, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, although the card says 6, because he's now got a direct line of sight to Snake, he is now going to open fire. And you can see that my... one moment. If we look at Snake's dashboard, his defense is 3, so, and guards attack with 2 black dice. So in order for a guard to hurt me, a die has to show a value of 3 or more, because 3 is Snake's defense. So both of those dice are in the 3+, so they have the potential to hurt me. However, now we've got focus tokens in play, I'm going to use the -2 on one of those dice to lower its value by 2. It doesn't really matter which one, because whichever one I apply that to, it'll put the value below 3, which is what I want. So I'll turn the 4 into a 2. Now this goes to its inactive side until such time as I refresh it. But it does, however, mean that I take 1 point of damage instead of 2. So Snake has suffered 1 hit point of damage. So I put one of these tokens with a little number 1 on it. Snake now has 3 health points left. If all 3 of his health points disappear, then he will die, and it'll be mission failure. Now the only guard that hasn't done anything is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can't see me because if you draw an imaginary line around it with me in one corner, and then because there's a wall here that blocks line of sight as per the rules of line of sight in this game. So that guard can't see me, therefore he cannot attack me. So all 5 of the guards have now moved, so it's back to Snake's turn, and we really got to get out of here. So I'm going to do a dash and actually leapfrog over a guard. However, the ruling is if you leapfrog over a guard, the guard will attack you in the normal way as you go over it. So I've got to do another attack. So one of the dice is 2. That's not enough to harm me. The other is a 3, so that has harmed me. So I've taken another hit point of damage. Snake now has 2 health points left. So that was my first action. So I'm going to do something I didn't do in the previous video, a combo attack, which requires 2 action tokens, which means I roll 2 white dice and a black. And this is to attack an adjacent figure. And because guards also have a defense of 3 and they've got 2 health points, that means this guard that's next to me is now knocked out. So I take off and put one of these on with the 2 stars side up. So that guard is knocked out. And my last one is going to be drag body. So I pick that up, move a space. On second thoughts, I don't really have time to do that. I've really got to get out of line of sight. Actually, no. I will drag the body just to get it out of line of sight. However, I did do 1 dash and 1 drag body, so that's 2 noisy actions. So I've got to do a noise check. 5 and 6, so no exclamation marks, so I wasn't heard. So another guard order. Radio in, so we've now got 4 guards on, so we've got to put a 5th one in because the guard count for this is 5, so another guard goes on that on that barracks in the top left corner there. And the cameras don't change. This time the soldiers move, the enemy guards move 5 squares because my alerts token's still on there. But it doesn't move because it hasn't followed me because that the only guard that saw me A had his back to me and B I knocked him out anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. Fewest turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, that guard can't see me because of the imaginary box. There's walls blocking it. So, with the rules of line of sight in Metal Gear Solid, the board game, then that guard can't see me. So I'm still free to so take back all of these actions. Drag body. Drag body. Drag body. Drag body. Just stuck it in that room for the time being. On second thoughts, and no, I'm a bit worried about that guard because he's going to head towards that, so maybe I better just make myself scarce. So I'll just do a sneak up here because my alerts are still there. Guard order. There aren't any dead bodies, no change to cameras. Guards currently move 5. This one first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So good job I didn't stay there because he would have seen me. This one next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he's landed on that alert. So we turn over a guard reaction card. What does it say? Where did they go? remove the alert token, then spawn one guard on on the in the barracks in the on that radio icon in this zone. That guard does not activate this turn, so unfortunately because of that card I've got to put another guard in this area. So that means I've got to put another guard here, and as it said, I take that out. My alert is no longer on, which means that this last guard to move is now back to a regular patrol because my alert token is no longer on the board. So it's a 3 and a left. 1, 2, 3. Got a choice of being able to turn right or left, but the card says left, so left it is. And that's now all of the guards move, because remember that guard's reaction card said that guard doesn't activate at all this turn. So it's now Snake's turn again. So I've got to try and make my way to this lorry, get inside and get the A, and then get to an exit. But I've also got to be mindful of the fact there's a camera here. I mean, it's currently pointing that way, but if it changes and I'm stood anywhere here, I'm going to be seen. So what I'm going to do is sneak 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and for my last one, I'm actually gonna do the focus and use one action token to revive this -2 focus token, so I can use it again. So that goes on the focus. So as you can see, I put the focus action on my dashboard is right in the bottom here. I didn't do any noisy actions, so no noise check required there. So guard order. So this one, because of that guard I knocked out earlier, this is telling me it starts to gradually regain consciousness. So as it's currently on the 2-star, I flip it over to reveal the 1-star version. Cameras switch direction, so cameras are now pointing orange way, so good job I didn't go out there. And guards move 5 and prioritize left, with one exception which I'll explain in a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, dead end. 5. 1, 2. Oh no, sorry, I made a mistake. This one should have moved first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's this one. Luckily, it wouldn't have made any difference how these moved. 1, 2, turned left because of the card. 3, 4, 5. Now this is the exception. Normally you would have been doing 5 and turning left, but because he's got direct line of sight to a knocked out guard, he's going to head for that and completely ignore the arrow if it applies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It didn't anyway, so he would have done that anyway. But and the others are just the regular patrols. 1, 2, has to turn that way because there's no other option. 3, 4, 5. Now he doesn't go for that because he never saw that, because he didn't have at any point have line of sight to it. And just this guard now. 1, 2, turns left because of the card. 3, 4, dead end. So it keeps turning left, and 5. So that's that card done and dusted. And I'm in a bit of a pickle. No matter what I do, I am going to get seen. Because this guy's going to come around the corner, And if I go out there, I'm going to be seen by this camera because cameras are pointing the orange direction, and that's the direction there. So I'm in a bit of a state here. No matter what I do, I am going to get seen. So I take back my actions, dash, and because I'm now in sight of that camera, my alert token goes underneath me. Another dash, another dash. The alert token still follows me even though I'm not in line of sight of the camera anymore, and that guard's got his back to me. Now I've got one more action. And I'm just going to sneak. And that stays put because nothing has line of sight to me anymore. So I did 3 dashes, so 3 white dice need rolling for a noise check. Oh dear, there's an exclamation mark. So I'm going to use Snake's re-roll to try and re-roll that particular. Another of Snake's focus token is the ability to re-roll any one die for any reason. So I flip that over and try and re-roll this and hope I don't get an exclamation mark. Right, so because it wasn't an exclamation mark on the re-roll, that stays put. Otherwise, it would have gone underneath me and I'd have been in real trouble. So, guard order. That guard that I knocked out earlier is now conscious, so I need to take that off and put guard in its place, but I can choose which direction it faces. So I'm going to have it facing that way. Not that it's going to make a huge amount of difference. Well, actually, it might. We'll soon see. And now cameras switch again, so they're pointing the green direction. And because my alert token's currently on there, 5 is how far guards move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one next. I'm going to turn around. 1, leapfrog. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So another guard reaction. They always stop when they land on that. So remove that. Is the first instruction. Then reveal the top guard order card and place it at the bottom of the deck. So this is going to slightly. We don't act on anything on here, but I just place it at the bottom of the deck, which unfortunately means I'm going to have one less turn than I would have done had that not happened. So that goes there. And because the alert token is no longer on the board, all the remaining guards that haven't moved yet will now be on regular patrols. So 4 and a right. These 2 don't move, they've already moved. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now this chevron pointing that way means he instantly turns around. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn right, facing a wall, so has to turn right again because it's a dead end. So all those guards have now moved. So I take back my actions. I've still got to be careful because I've only got half my original health left because of the 2 hits I took earlier. So sneak, sneak, sneak. So I've now picked up the A. So that was the compulsory mission objective. Now, unfortunately, I can't use my last action token to refresh this because I've only got 1 left for this turn, and it requires 2 action tokens to refresh that re-roll that I did earlier to avoid being heard. So I'm just going to have to waste my last action. And so guard order. Radio in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guards. So there's not less than 5. Which is, as you remember, the guard count for this particular mission. So I completely ignore that. Cameras don't change, thankfully, and guards move 5 and prioritise right. This one first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Has to turn again because that's a red line. This one next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it would have turned right, but there's a wall there, and the only new path is this way. This one next. Leapfrog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one next. 1, leapfrog. 2, 3, 4, 5, and turns right because that's the instruction. This one next. 1, again landing on that, so it has to go that way. 2, 3, 4, 5, landed on one of those, and so turns right. And this one next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dead end, turns right, has still facing a wall, so turns again, no longer facing a wall. So all of the guards have now moved on. So I get my actions back, and the first thing I'm going to do is spend 2 focus tokens to get my re-roll back, and I'm just going to do 2 sneaks. So now I've got the A, all I've got to do now is get to one of these exits. And that's my actions done. Guard order card. Again, the guard count in this whole area isn't below 5, so that doesn't apply. Cameras switch direction again. And this time it's 3 and a right. 1, 2, 3. This one next. 1, could go left or right, but the card says right. 2, there's a wall in front, and that's the only new path. 3, this one next. 1, 2, has 3. This one next. 1, 2, 3. This one next. 1, 2, 3. This one next. 1, 2, could turn left or right. Card says right, so 3. Last but not least, 1, 2, 3. This poor chap's got himself a bit stuck, I think. So I take back my actions. So sneak. 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 Actually, no, I better not, because that camera's facing me, and so I'll actually sneak that way. And one more sneak. Unlike in a lot of other games, actual characters such as guards and other players don't block line of sight. So if I went there, that camera would still see me because of its orange side being currently active. That camera, I mean, sorry, I just realised it was off screen. So even though there's a guard here, the guards do not block line of sight of either cameras or other guards. So if I went there, as I was thinking of doing, then that camera would have still seen me, and that would have put me in a very dangerous predicament. Oh, that's the card from the previous turn. So guard order card. No knocked out guards anymore. Cameras don't change. 3 in the left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's a red line there, so that's why. Sorry, no, that goes there because he leapfrogged over that guy. 1, 2, 3. Could turn right or left after landing on that, but the card clearly says left, so he turns left. This one next. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Has to turn right. There's no other option. 3. 1, 2, 3. I can't remember whether I moved that one or not. If I didn't, then I can only apologise. So I'm gonna, since I'm in the upper section of the board, I'm gonna scroll the view up a bit. And that card goes there. Now I've got to worry about this guard because he's 1 square away from seeing me. The only problem is that guard's now facing this way, so I've got another predicament. So while the cameras are not facing their green side, dash, dash. Remember, the camera's not facing green side, so that camera hasn't seen me. Dash. If you're actually on the same square as a camera, it can never see you no matter which way it's facing. And there's actually, as you saw from the way the guards went earlier, that's actually a way through. So I'm gonna do another dash. So I've done 4 dashes, but I'm going to use another of my focus tokens. This one allows me either a free sneak or the ability to remove 1 white die from any roll. So because I've done 4 dashes, I would normally have to roll 4 white dice, but if I use the -1 white die, I can actually deduct 1 white die from that roll. So I'm only going to roll 3 white dice this time. Right, no exclamation marks, so I wasn't heard. So I've had all my actions for this turn, so guard order card. Radio in, not doing that because there are too many guards in the area for that. Cameras switch direction again. Oh boy. 2 and a left. I'm going to get seen. You'll see which guard in a moment if you haven't already guessed. 1, 2. This guard next. 1. Has to turn that way because there's no other option. There's a wall there. 2, and this turns left, and he's seen me. So my alert goes underneath, and he will instantly open fire, exactly as before. 2 black dice. Now I've got to hope that I can re-roll one of those and get it low enough to avoid it being 3 or higher. So I'm doing a re-roll on the 5. One, good. I mean, I'll still take 1 hit point of damage, but at least by doing what I did, I won't have died. So Snake unfortunately only has 1 health point left, and because his alert's now on, all the remaining guards are going to move 4 towards him with the most direct route possible with the fewest turns. So this is the next guard to move. Luckily there's a great big lorry and other things in the way. 1, leapfrog, 2, 3, 4. This 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's this way because this is the shortest route. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's already moved. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he turns around. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, one thing that alerts me that guard's no longer stuck in that area. But I do have to get out of line of sight. So I get my actions back. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No, I can't go that way because otherwise that guard will turn around and will very likely kill me, so I'm going to have to backtrack. So, dash, that follows me because I'm still in line of sight of that guard. Sneak. And 2 sneaks just to get me out of the way. Oh no. No, I'm going to make that second one a dash, because that follows me because the cameras are facing green. Sneak and use them. God. I think I'm in real trouble here. No, I was there, so I'm gonna have to. I've got to rethink this. I mean, oh dear, this is a really bad position to be in. I'm in so much trouble. No matter what I do, I'm very likely to get killed. Oh, my best bet is to do 2 dashes and a combo attack on this guy. Yeah, let's see if I'm going to die. I may as well go out in a blaze of glory. Right, so the exclamation mark's roll side, but because it's underneath me anyway, it won't make any difference. So I'm going to, because this is a 1, I'm going to use my +2 to turn it into a 3. That has knocked that guard out. So I replace that with one of those. And that's all I can do. I've run out of actions. So guard order doesn't apply, no dead bodies at all. Camera switch directions, but that doesn't affect me because my alert token's already underneath me, so that camera, so that won't affect. Every guard moves 4 towards me. So this one turns around. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one next. 1, 2, 3. Turns to face me. He's going to open fire. Get these dice out of the way. Oh, he's missed. Those neither of those is 3 or more, so that his shot didn't harm me at all. This one next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Oh, I'm in a fix again. So I'm going to have to do another I'm going to take back my actions and do another combo attack. 2 white and a black. Get those out of the way. Right, I think that's just about knocked him out. 3 6s. And now that means that nothing has line of sight to me anymore, so I can literally just sneak twice. And I'm just going to get in this recess here. Oh no, actually that's not going to make any difference because that camera's facing me. what the hell. Dash. There's nothing I can do about it. No matter where I go, my alert token's going to follow me because of the positions of cameras and where those guards are. So I've done two dashes, so I've got to roll. Not really much point because the alert token was already underneath me. So I think I'm going to die here. Guard order, radio in, doesn't happen, no change to cameras. And everyone moves 4 towards me because the alert token. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, opens fire. 2 black dice. Oh, he's missed! This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. He also opens fire. Please miss. That's a 4, but I can use my -2 to turn that into a 2. So that means he's missed as well. This one next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it turns that way because he's trying to head towards where the alert token is. And that's the most direct route to it. Now, under normal circumstances, the guards would have stopped on those knocked out bodies and had there been a guard reaction. But when there's an alert on, that always takes priority. And so I get my actions back. That goes there because that's the card we've just played. So dash. And that does follow me because that guard saw me, and even if that guard wasn't there, the camera would have seen me because it's currently pointing orange. Dash. Token doesn't follow me because I've broken line of sight, but the important thing is I reached the exit with 1 health point left. And it's very close because I actually reached the red guard order cards, and one of those red guard order cards is the dreaded game over card. So I was very lucky that I reached an exit before reaching that. I was also very lucky with those dice rolls. And according to the mission brief, you get to 1 item of equipment for successfully retrieving A and reaching the exit. And because of that, we would unlock 2 equipment cards according to the Shadowmoon campaign, which are equipment cards 1 and 2, which are the 45 caliber pistol and rations. And because we also picked up item B, which was an optional one, we also get item number 3. Which is chaff grenade. which can till the end of a round cause a player to ignore cameras and sensors. And because of that, all three of these can now go into the memory box. Which just is a place to store any equipment cards that you've unlocked during a mission. So that was the second mission in the Shadow Moses campaign in Metal Gear Solid, the board game. And as you can see, I had quite a lucky escape as I got to the exit with literally only 1 health point left. So that was very, very lucky. And all of my focus tokens are currently in there face down, so I wouldn't have been able to use them again to help with dice rolls. So I was exceptionally lucky there. But at least you can all see how more of the game works, and if it's increased your curiosity about potentially buying yourself a copy of Metal Gear Solid, the board game, I wouldn't blame you, because you've now got an even better idea of how tense the game is. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to catch you on another one soon. Texie88 out.